Hello, guys, and welcome to yet another podcast. So today, Karan and I are going to discuss about something which is actually like something somewhat of like we both have experienced and gone through. So it's basically about can you actually live your dream life? Is it possible to live your dream life, or like does your dream life actually exist? And actually, like we have a perception of what is the ideal dream or ideal life for us. So it's basically, can is it actually possible to live that dream? So I'd just like to ask Karan, first of all, like, have you had any first-hand experiences like living your dream experiences? Secondly, like, what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
Okay. See, that is very, variable. Why? I'll tell you. Because
Hmm.
the thing is that your dreams, the dreams that you say as human they change.
Hmm. Yeah,
They,
that is true.
they are an ever changing thing. Because if you go back to your 5-year-old self and see
Hmm.
what his or her dream was, it was probably just eating chocolates and watching TV the whole day.
True.
That is not your dream now.
Yeah.
So going 2 years back
Hmm.
and saying that, am I living my dream? No, not exactly.
Hmm.
But am I happy with it? And do I feel that I'm living my dream? Right now,
Hmm.
I think I am.
Hmm.
I think I am because I am here, and wherever I am in life, I did
Hmm.
want to get here. Like
Hmm.
a year ago, I did want to get here, and now I am here. So
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, technically the dream is true, but it is not exactly what you think it is. It's
It's
working
not the
made out.
ideal dream because,
Yeah.
like, as you said, there's no ideal dream, right? Because our dreams keep changing. Like as you said, for a 5-year-old, it might be eating a chocolate. And yeah, dream is a very, very subjective thing. But let's just like, I'll even make it easier for you, right? Because as you said, like, dream is a very subjective thing. But let's just say, not a very young age, like, we all like start being mature at the age of, let's just say, 14, 15. Some people even later than that, 16, 17. Like, we start getting serious about life. And then there's one question that we are faced with a lot, that is like, what is my purpose, and like, what do I want to actually do in my life? Like, which is the thing that I want to spend my life's 20 to 30 years doing that thing. Like, what is that one thing which I want to do for the rest of my life, right? That is like basically a career. You can say it like in whichever way you want. Some people see it as a career, some people say it as like their passion. And so like I want to ask you, like, is there first of all coherence between somebody's like dream career and their passion? And if there is that the dream life? Is that the actual ideal life that people are dreaming about, that their careers coherent coherent with their passion, their career aligns with their passion? Or is it something else? Like, for you, I guess it is like you are in a really good college in which you wanted to be, right? So that's like something you dreamt of an year ago. But still, like, for people who are like looking to do something in life and they're finding their purpose, and like some people by the age of 15 or 16, I believe, they have like set a goal in life that, okay, I want to become, let's just say, an engineer. So if they become it, is that the dream life? Or like, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, that's what I was saying. Like I said, like 2 years ago, my dream was not to be here. 2 years ago, my dream was that I'll be in college and I'll be chilling. That was my dream 2 years ago. A year ago, my dream was to be in a specific college. Chilling or not didn't matter. Right now, I am the farthest from chilling I have ever been.
Chilling. Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm so sleep deprived recording this podcast, but I love it. I love it because I'm doing what I enjoy.
Yeah.
What I enjoy doing. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm studying right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the point. The point is that is that what you think of is your passion? Is that something that you think is of your interest? Can you make a career out of it? Yeah, sure, you
Mm-hmm.
can. It's not impossible. But the thing is, it's not necessary that you need to make a career out of it. Why? I'll tell
Mm-hmm.
you. I've been exposed to like a lot of people here, and
Mhm.
from different backgrounds and different cultures and everything. And
Yeah.
one thing that I've noticed it is that for most of us, yes, our careers are our most important thing in life, because our careers are what gonna give are the things that are gonna give us like money to survive,
Mm.
stuff to survive.
Mm.
But that's not the case for everybody. For
Mm.
some people, surviving is the what we call the standard of living. That's not an issue. The
Mhm.
like I know so many people who want to be like so rich that they're working their asses off right now just to get rich. And I
Mhm.
know so many people more than the people who want to get rich who do not give a flying mess about what their living
Being
standards are,
Yeah.
because they
Mm.
feel that if they are fulfilled, they don't
Mhm.
need money to fulfill themselves. They just need to fulfill themselves by what they want to do. So
Yes.
in the end, it's all about fulfillment. And the thing is that it's not just about fulfillment. Being
Mm.
fulfilled and being well fed are two very separate things and are two
Different.
very important things.
Yes,
So for
that is
most
true.
people, it makes very, very much sense that if you do something that you like, if you do something that you are passionate about, that you might make a career out of it and you might get fulfilled out of it. So it's
Mhm.
a win-win situation. Some people
Different.
need that win-win situation, some don't. And
Mm.
the thing is that if you need that win-win situation, it's not that easy. It's pretty
Definitely.
difficult because you're sailing in two boats.
Mhm.
But the thing is that
It can be done, but
it
it's
can be
yeah.
done, and it makes it, for me it makes it fun. I make it
Mhm.
fun. I make a challenge out of it. I have fun with it. But
Yeah.
it's not just me. You have I want you to share your experience about dreaming of something and now going on. I want you to touch on the human urge to never be satisfied. Let's talk about
Yeah.
NTSE.
Yeah, sure. We can. We totally can. So basically, like, just providing some context here, like, talking about me, I have seen a lot of dreams. I dream every day. So I used to have like a lot of goals for the future. Like, let's just take an example of my ninth grade. I had like in my ninth grade, I was like a very ambitious kid. Honestly, I want to do this and I want to do that, this, that, this, that. I want to be like the perfect kid. I like won't even sugarcoat it. I wanted to be the perfect guy, the guy who's good in academics, who's good in sports, physical health, mental health, all top notch. Right. And like even though everyone knows it's not possible like to have it all, I just want to do it. Right. And so like I aim for some exams. Like, okay, I'm gonna crack this exam, I'm gonna crack that exam, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Now like when I did crack those exams, and thankfully, like thank I like touch what I did do well on those exams. I cracked those exams, and I'm literally I'll not even sugarcoat it. Like when in like just in ninth standard when I was preparing for those exams, I just imagined for once how would it feel like to crack that exam, and I thought, okay, that day is gonna be the best day of my life and I'm gonna party whole day and I'm gonna not study for the rest of the week. Not even day, the rest of the week. I'm gonna not study for the rest of the week. I'm gonna party. I'm gonna throw a legit party, a huge party, and I'm gonna like be that's gonna be the best day of my life. That's what I thought. Coming later, 10th grade, 11th grade, I did crack those exams, and that wasn't the best day of my life. And now the question arises, like, why? Right? Like, you thought that that would be the best day of your life, and it wasn't. It's just I believe as you said the human urge to never be satisfied, like even though in ninth grade I had goals and I was working on them, by the time I achieved some of those goals in 11th grade and in 10th grade, I was already working on some other stuff which I'm going to like hopefully I want to achieve in the future. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool, I achieved this, but I'm already working on this other thing which I want to achieve. So yeah, it's like the one thing I have already achieved. It's cool and all, but I now want to move on to the next thing, and then I want to work on that. So it's frustrating, obviously, because well, honestly, it's not even frustrating. It seems frustrating on the outside. On the inside, it's just a way of living. At least for me, that is like I don't stop. Right? You just don't stop and stop working. In ninth grade, I imagine I won't even study for the rest of the week. And the next thing I know, on the result day, I was actually studying. I pulled an all-nighter and I did study. And the reason I pulled an all-nighter that night was because I cracked the exam. So got that confidence boost. And I was like, okay, you cracked this exam. Good for you. Now you're going to study the whole night. So I studied the whole night. So it was the exact opposite for me. So yeah, like I would like to say that at least in my case, I'm not satisfied most of the time. But if like you are someone who actually enjoys achieving something, that's pretty cool. But like again, dreams do change. Dreams keep changing. Dreams are a very like time dependent thing, right? So small goals you can achieve when them, but you cannot say you've achieved your dream life because you've actually never achieved your dream life. Talking about like some of the big like billionaires, you can see like they all are never actually satisfied. Like you can technically say yes, they are living the dream life, but does that mean they're not working? No, they are still working because they want to constantly make that dream life even better, right? So
It's
they
like chasing a
every
dog's tail.
yeah, exactly. Like it's about constantly making an upward graph. And even though at one point of time you think, okay, I need to reach this point to achieve the dream life, by the time you achieve that point, you already have the slope. So you are constantly going upward yet again. So you're like, okay, now I have achieved this, but I'm moving towards something else and I now want to achieve that. So that's where you are actually never satisfied. Now, as depressing as it sounds, and I know it sounds very depressing, never being satisfied, but that's the human nature, and that's what keeps us going.
It's it's
I
it's
believe.
the thing is that people don't realize this, but you don't realize it until you reach your destination,
Mhm.
that the journey was better than the destination itself. सफर
Exactly.
खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी.
Manzil se bhi, yeah.
So it's basically that you are never going to be satisfied, but in the
Mhm.
pursuit of that satisfaction, in the pursuit of that happiness, is
Mhm.
lies true happiness, lies true satisfaction, in the pursuit
Exactly.
of that satisfaction itself. So it's so fucking ironic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is like as ironic as it sounds, but like working towards your dream life is your dream life. Like, that's the thing. Like dreaming is actually, once you dream and you work towards it, that is the time you are winning rather than actually getting that achievement. That's the thing. You like honestly, I can bet I was like way more so-called ambitious and like pumped up during that exams preparation rather than when I actually got the result. Okay, yes, I was pumped up at that time, but that was for my next goal, right? So me being pumped up is, according to me, my dream life. Like me being excited and ambitious towards something is my dream life. So that's the thing. And like once again, like talk coming back to the passion and career thing, for people who are actually like going to achieve, like working towards achieving something that they actually don't want. Let's just say you don't want to give an exam but you are preparing for it. That won't be your dream life even if you crack that exam, and even the preparation time, that's nowhere near someone's dream life, because that's where they say, like as Karan mentioned, that you should try, you can try to go like bring your passion as well as your career or academics towards coherence, right? So if they aren't in coherence, sometimes even like the thought of money, as Karan mentioned, can bring happiness to someone. Money in itself is an achievement, but like if you're working towards something and you're in the process, you're not even enjoying the process, that's where actually you're losing, because you have to enjoy the process. And obviously it sounds very rough, like how can someone enjoy working? right? But that's the thing, you have to just make it as less depressing as you can, because if you're working towards something and you're not ambitious towards it, then seriously there's no fun in doing it. So just work towards something you're ambitious towards, and at the end of the day, then it doesn't matter if you get it or not, because if you work towards something you're passionate towards, that is your dream life. That is what I believe. So yeah, Karan, do you have anything else regarding what I said?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense that you're, I know it makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to everybody else, but the dream life we talk about, it's working towards that dream life. It may not be for everybody, because that is something for us. At least I feel that, you feel that, I know that you feel that. Not everybody does that. For some people, it's the destination. Like, let's take an example. Somebody is stuck in a really bad place. If somebody stuck in a really bad place and they need to get out of there, for them the journey is not fun. Journey might be a lot of pain, and the destination might be better.
Yeah.
That is true. But, and it is their dream to reach their destination, right? But the thing is that once you reach your destination, see, we all see stories and movies, every form of, storytelling we know, whether it be literature, cinematography, anything, it has to end somewhere, because nobody has their whole life to track one story, right? It has to
Yeah.
end somewhere, and it always ends at the destination for closure, for
Yeah.
you to get closure or out of the story. But the thing is that no story ever ends, ever
Yes.
truly ends.
Truly
Every
ends. True.
story keeps on going.
Yeah. Like you have to stop
People
seeing your
say,
lives as a
yeah,
movie, basically.
people say that, uh, that, 100 years from now, nobody's going to even remember you. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's not true. They might not
Yeah.
remember you, but your impacts in the world,
Stays.
your effects, the stuff you've done in the world, they
Mm-hmm.
do stay. They might be in the form of your children. They might be in the form of value you brought to the universe. They might be there in the form of the positivity you've spread. They might be in the
Yeah.
form of negativity you've spread. They might be in the form of people you've killed. So, in any ways, you
Yeah.
do make an impact, and the
It's
story never
it's
ends.
all
The
about
story is
perspective.
always, yeah, it always goes. But the thing is that we always think of the story in the form of a
As
story, that it ends at a destination. But the thing is
mm,
that as soon as you reach the destination, that is
mm,
one chapter of your story closing, and
those,
the
yeah.
other one
True.
starts. You have to start it.
Exactly.
Imagine
Like
your
I'd like
whole
to
life.
quote I'd like to quote let's like one give me a minute. I'd like to quote Kanye West on this thing. So like just a brief context. Kanye West went through an accident where he almost died and he barely survived. And after surviving, he like made some music, and that's when like in an interview, I guess, or after winning an award or something, he like said one thing, that in life nothing is promised except death, and I want to make an influence that people will remember me after I die, right? And like it's all about perspective. On the other hand, someone who might think that they are valueless might think that my existence is just it has no value. On the other hand, Kanye West like thinking that I have to bring out the maximum influence I can out of this 70 or 80 year lifespan that I'm gonna have, or heck, even a 30, 40 year lifespan, because as he said, like nothing is promised except death. है ना? And like you don't know anything what's gonna happen in your life, but one thing that's the ultimate truth, that is you have to go away sometime because it's given. But that's the thing, like it's all about perspective. Like I was talking to one of my friend the other day, and he was like, he opened a tab on Google. It was about top 10 most influential people of the world. So like at number two it was like Isaac Newton, number 10 was Albert Einstein and something. He's like dude, these people were just like me and you. They were like normal people. But why are they in the top 10 most influential people, and why can't we be in the top 10 most influential people? And he just told me one thing, that dude, I just don't want to be forgotten about after I die. And that's a huge fear for a lot of people I know, like being forgotten after they die. And that is a genuine fear, but that will actually, like, that can happen, that people won't even forget you after you die if you actually have such a great influence, if you manage to do it. Hopefully, if we can, someone can one day. So yeah, it's basically about life is not a 3 hour movie that's gonna end at a positive note or at the final destination. After reaching one destination, you start another journey, or heck, you even start a journey even before reaching one destination. So life is all about just moving forward. It's just all moving forward. So yeah, I guess that should be it for today's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. So we'll see you guys in another one. Peace.